Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the group. You guys are the first members. We got a little over a dozen people in this group right now. I just got it started, so um, fire away with questions. I want to make this group awesome. I want to make it a good resource for you guys to be able to, get answers about digital marketing, whether it's search engine optimization, pay-per-click advertisement, Facebook advertising, anything really to do with digital marketing. If you want to build up a bigger social media following with Instagram or Twitter, um, content strategies, things like that. I'd like to go over all of it with you guys. Anything you want to, if you have a specific question, it's great to put it in the group. That way, other people can benefit from that. I could answer it, one on one, but I think this way it's just a good way that everybody can kind of benefit and learn a little bit about digital marketing, things that they may be stuck on. So I also I'm going to do like videos on just some of the basics of SEO and basics of Facebook advertisement, things about Google Analytics, how to look at your analytics, how to set it up, things like that. I'll drip out content about those types of subjects, and then maybe that will bring up more questions that you may have. So I'm going to do that to get things started. And one of the things that I would, you should first look at doing if you have a website is setting up Google Analytics. It's fairly straightforward to set it up once you see how it's done. If you have a WordPress site, it's really easy. Let me just jump into a WordPress site and I can show you kind of what I use and how to set it up. So stand by 1 second. So this is the back end of a WordPress site. If you have WordPress, I'm sure you're familiar with it. If not, this is where you log in and you can manage content you put out. You can do posts over here. You can create a new post. Here's where you build your website pages. But we're going to look at plugins. The plugin I like to use for Google Analytics is called. I think it's just called. Let's look at the name of it. I think it's Google Analytics. Let's see. It's called Google Analytics Dashboard for WP. So GADWP. Really simple. And then I like because it gives you this. If we look at the dashboard now, it gives you this look. So you don't even really. I mean, for just a quick view of what's going on with your website, you have this dashboard. I just put this analytics on this website so we can see how many sessions per day you have. You can also look at how many organic visitors. Right now, this website's pretty new, so it's 0. You can see page views, and then you can get kind of the basics out of it. Also, you can go to Google Analytics. So if you're going to set it up, let's just start with that. So first thing you will need to do is go to Analytics. You can just search Google and type in Analytics. If you have a Google account, like a Gmail, you just log in with that if you want to use the account that you have. And you can set a Google account up for free. If you don't have a Gmail, you can just set one up and just set it up for free. So let's look at this website here. So actually, we'll just go in and set one up. So if I was going to set this up, if you have no websites, it's not going to look like this. You just want to add a new site. So if you have one in there, maybe you already have one. But if with a brand new site, it will just prompt you to set it up right away. And we just want to set it up. So we want to go in, just create. What it's going to ask for is going to ask for the website name and then the website URL. You're just going to put those things in and save it. And it's going to tell you to paste the code in and things like that. You don't need to do that if you have WordPress and you're using that Google Analytics dashboard for WordPress. So then you would just go in and install this Google Analytics dashboard in plugins. So you go to plugins and you would install that. You'd hit add new plugin. And then you would search for just Google in the search bar, just Google Analytics. Oops. And you'll see this one's already set up. So Linux. So this is the one here. That's what it looks like. It's already active. So you click install now. Let's just pretend this one is this. We'd hit install now, and then you would activate. Then when you go to the settings for this. So you go to general settings, and there'd be a link here that says instead of having this stuff right here right now, there's going to be a link that says um, get authorization code, and it's like a blue link like this. Just click on it. It's gonna log you in. It's gonna ask permission to log into your Google Analytics account. You just allow it, and then it's gonna pop up a new tab with a code, a bunch of characters. Just copy that, paste it into the bar here, and save it. Then it will give you this drop down, and there'll be a drop down menu, and you just select the web property that that you set up in Google Analytics, and then you just hit lock. There's a little button that's going to be right here, and you just lock that property, and then it's all set up, and you'll be able to see like real-time users. So if we looked at the Young Marketeers website, we go into it, you should probably be able to see one active user, I think, because we're on there. Let's go to home. It's taking a second to load up. I don't know why it's taking so long. Oh, there we go. So you see one active user. You see the number one. So that shows real time who's on your website. We'll get into digging into this data because there's a lot of data in Google Analytics that we can use to make better decisions on content and what pages people are going to on your website and how they're finding you and things like that. But I think this is one of the first steps is getting Google Analytics on your website. Like that's big because once you collect that data, then you can make better decisions. I can show you another website after you start. Like this doesn't have very much data, but I can show you another example website. So this website here. I don't know why it's taking so long to load up today, but it's a little. There it goes. So now we can see this is a 7-day view, right? So 7 days, 580 users on this website. This is kind of like the quick view overview. But we can also look at the audience, what type of audience, then acquisition. So we can see, we'll click overview here. I'll just go into this real quickly and we can dig into this more. But then we can see how much organic search, it gives you like a graph and shows you, how much organic search with the pie chart. We're getting, 79% visitors, 79% of the visitors for this in the last 7 days, or organic. Then you get, it shows you direct traffic, other, social, referral. Referral will be from another website. And then you can dig into this. You can dig into these statistics. Like you can look at organic search, and then a lot of the search terms, see, it says keywords is not provided. The majority of them are going to be like that, but we can also look at the landing page. What landing page are they coming to? The other thing we want to set up also when you set up analytics is Google Webmaster Tools. If you don't have that set up, it's a similar process, and if you guys have trouble with it, I can make a video on that too. But you want Webmaster Tools because that's going to show you. Webmaster Tools will show you some of the keywords that you're ranking for, where analytics doesn't, and then you can tie them together, and then it will show you keywords. But we can see like this page is the most popular, right? And then you can just see them on the way down. We can look at bounce rates, how much time people are spending on your website, and that can tell you a lot about what's going on your website. If people are bouncing, if you have a high bounce rate, like right now this seems kind of high. If I look at another analytics, it looks a little lower. It's like in the 20 to 30%, but this one's showing 82% of the visitors have bounced. That's not good. I don't like that. So there's something I need to look at on that page. So is it that the search terms that I'm showing up for and people are clicking to aren't relevant to, my website's not relevant to what they're searching for. So that's something to look at. Or if it is, if it is about that, then maybe the content on the website isn't good enough to keep people around, and that's another thing we want to look at. So that's all I got for today. If you guys have any questions, please put them in the group, and we'll get this group rocking. We'll get it up, and hopefully we can help out a lot of people with things that they might be stuck on with digital marketing. All right, have a great weekend, and I look forward to hearing from you.